Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Salute to LTTV in the building, man.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Salute to LTTV in the building, man.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
LT cooking your ass.
LTTV, whatever his channel name is called. I'm sorry for being the dusty. How about that?
If y'all want to keep up with the news and just shit be going on, subscribe to LTTV. That nigga know everything about everything. I ain't gonna lie.
Falling. Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because they're heavy.
Okay,
That's why.
what is heavy? What is weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my
What's weight?
goodness.
Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking
Ooh.
shoulders, you fat
Oh,
head
someone's
bitch.
getting a little.
Yeah.
Any response?
Yeah. You're full of shit.
Am I full of shit about what a day is? Is a day 24 hours? What's a day, dude? Tell me what a day is. What does that mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using.
Bro.
Should I
Bro.
define
Go ahead.
weight? How do
Tell
you
'em.
define
Yeah.
it? The pull.
Yeah. When you say down, you mean towards the ground, right?
Yeah, that's the ground.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So wherever the fuck you're standing on this thing, wherever the fuck you're standing, down is towards the ground.
But now look
It's
how
towards
the
center of the
look
earth.
how it
So
look how it
nobody's upside
turns.
down.
Look how it
Everybody thinks-
curves, motherfucker.
Huh?
Look how the fucking shit is on the
Yeah,
side
and
of
if
the
you're
ball.
here, things have weight because gravity
See,
exists.
you say these things. These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words,
These are
and I
definitions
don't know
that
what to say.
are given by people. I'm talking
Sweetie,
about common
money
sense
can't
shit.
fill the
Please get this
globe.
clown out of
That's
here,
why you
please.
think that there's a down
All
in
right.
space.
Get this
in
clown
reality,
outta here.
there's no fucking
Who's-
down.
He's trying to get famous.
Magically
Okay,
in
you got
space.
famous off of
Down
me.
is towards
Get him
the
out of
center
here.
of the earth. Do you get it? Do you
Get him
understand?
out of here.
Here. Where you
Down
going?
is towards your is what you do to your fucking father. Get out of here.
Oh. And then, mere minutes after the live stream was posted to Godfrey's channel, it was pulled. Undoubtedly because Jamar told Godfrey to pull it. But my friends, you'd better believe I anticipated exactly this, so I recorded the Zoom session from my end.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. Now, this one, Lord Jamar embarrasses himself. This is a very sad video. Lord Jamar, after the video, after the debate, he told Godfrey to delete the footage expeditiously. Oh, shit, my bad. to delete the footage expeditiously because it was that horrible. It was that embarrassing. Lord Jamar's always sitting up on any platform in any interview he can and tells people, hey, he's willing to debate anybody on flat earth. And it's like, bro, come on, man. You cannot be serious, man.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
So we're gonna watch it. This is horrible. It's embarrassing. Shout out to Lord Jamar as it pertains to certain other things when it comes to hip hop and his stance on other platforms. But as it pertains to flat earth, I've said it many times. This is filthy work, Lord Jamar. This is all right. Let's get into this, man. It's pretty pathetic.
Hey everyone, many of you saw my recent reaction video where I drank whiskey while laughing at a rapping flat earther named Lord Jamar, who was proudly demonstrating his unparalleled stupidity on the podcast of a comedian named Godfrey. Well, that reaction video set off a chain of events that I'm very excited to share with you today, so grab some popcorn and enjoy. If you recall, Godfrey was the host, Lord Jamar was a guest, and then there was this third fellow. His name is Dante Nero, and after I posted my reaction video, he reached out to me by email. He told me that he's a big fan of the channel, and that the episode I reacted to was frustrating for him because he knew that Jamar had no idea what he was talking about, but he didn't have the tools necessary to combat his script in real time.
For me, I find that hilarious because he's sitting there stewing the whole time. Just pissed off, thinking, oh, Lord Jamar's talking out of his ass. Pause. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he doesn't have the ability to tell him why he's incorrect. He doesn't have the requisite knowledge on hand, but he knows he's incorrect. But he should have at least said something at this point, because then it looks a little bit funny. You go on to the next guy that was cooking him on another platform to run to get him to defend you because you don't know how to articulate the points and pretty much dispute his debate.
He expressed interest in having me on Godfrey's show via Zoom to have a conversation with Lord Jamar. Now, upon hearing this request, I was immediately aware that if I agreed to do that, it would be a total shit show. I am intimately familiar with people like Lord Jamar. He's a delusional narcissist and complete douchebag whose entire...
Now, listen, Royal Rush, I absolutely agree with you 100%. 100% when it comes to Tariq Nasheed. The easiest way to defeat a Tariq Nasheed or a Lord Jamar grift is to pick up a textbook. It's just that simple. If you just read your own history instead of getting it fed through these guys, these motherfuckers, it's pretty bad. I have a stream coming up about Tariq Nasheed. I know a lot of people are going to be very pissed off about that, but it is what it is, man.
Her identity revolves around his perceived intellectual superiority over the rest of humanity, despite being a delusional narcissist and complete douchebag whose entire identity revolves around his perceived intellectual superiority over the rest of humanity, despite being a willfully ignorant, clueless asshat. Basically, he's a flat earther. He is one...
Jesus Christ.
Now, this guy is going a little far. Pause when it comes to shitting on Lord Jamar. As it pertains to this subject, as it pertains to the flat earth and the way he broaches that subject, I agree. Everything else, I wouldn't label Lord Jamar this as a total
100%
indictment of his character. I wouldn't do that.
Impervious to even the most basic facts and logic, and he will not listen to a word I have to say, no matter how obviously correct I am. But when has that ever stopped me before? So I agreed to go on the show. Now, I will say that I went into this with the intention of remaining relatively cordial as long as possible, but Jamar began insulting me before I was even introduced, so I decided to just lace into him from the first moment. Even though my volume was dramatically lower than theirs, even though he was talking over me constantly, even though there was barely any attempt by Godfrey to moderate him so that I could get equal speaking time, I still took a big steamy dump all over him and made him look dumber than rocks in front of his own audience. So much so, in fact, that after less than 20 minutes of interacting, Jamar threatened to leave the studio if I wasn't cut out of the feed. And then, mere minutes after the live stream was posted to Godfrey's channel, it was pulled.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Now, we know the #1 rule on YouTube. Well, it's not even a #1 rule, but we just know that this is a common theme on YouTube. When somebody gets cooked, when somebody loses a debate, when somebody has an embarrassing moment on their platform that they control, or they have influence to control the platform, the first thing you see them do is to delete the video. It is the first indictment of the performance. It's like, oh, you can't tell everybody how good you performed in the debate. You can't revise history. You deleted the footage. We're more inclined to believe the person that was on the opposite end because it's like you deleted the footage. What do you got to hide? It always looks bad. It is the first guilty thing a content creator does is delete the footage. Hide the moment. But it's the internet. Once it's out there, and it's a live stream, folks get it. And he got it himself. But I'm pretty sure if he didn't get it, somebody else got it, because that's generally how it goes.
Undoubtedly because Jamar told Godfrey to pull it, since he knew how unbelievably stupid he looked. But, my friends, you'd better believe I anticipated exactly this, so I recorded the Zoom session from my end. I knew that this exchange was going to be absolute gold, and I was not disappointed. With that context covered, enjoy this brief interaction with one of the dumbest people alive.
There's not fire in a vacuum of space.
I want to say something.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
It's ridiculous.
Like, and before we bring Professor Dave, here's my thing.
Man,
let me
fuck Professor Dave.
See, I wish I heard the first part. What does he mean there's not fire in the vacuum? What was he talking about? What was he referring to? Was he referring to the sun? Because the sun is not a ball of fire. If that... yikes, this is bad.
Fire in a vacuum of space.
I want to say something.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
It's ridiculous.
Like, and before we bring Professor Dave, here's my thing.
And his whole idea of vacuum of space. Vacuum is just void. It's just devoid of matter. When he says vacuum, later in this, it's so bad because he thinks the vacuum of space is like a vacuum cleaner. It's so bad, chat. It's so bad. I really don't understand what type of education Lord Jamar got, because this is bad, man. And how do you come up on these platforms so confident? It's very bizarre, man.
Man,
let me
fuck Professor Dave. Before he even get here. You know why?
Yo, why do I keep butchering all my footage with this thumbnail? Why is it still here?
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
When it comes to hip hop, right? There's questions I have to ask because he spent.
Fire only exists on Earth as we know it. Chronic introvert. That's right. Those exoplanets that mimic Earth, that they suggest has water, that'll have fire. But outside of that, we haven't really discovered that. Right now, fire only exists on Earth. The sun is a ball of plasma. It's not fire. But let's get back into this.
His life studying being part of hip hop. To take the people that have spent their life.
Oh, come on. Why is the volume so low? Hey, yo, come on, man. Certain people's mics are louder than others. Like Lord Jamar's mic is a lot louder. Godfrey's mic's a lot louder. Dante's mic is very low. The professor's mic is very low. I could have tried to like EQ this prior, but I didn't realize how bad it was.
Lifetime, understanding physics,
Oh my
science,
gosh.
all kinds of
That
things.
don't matter.
It is absurd. It would be the equivalency if I took
Oh
an
my
internet
God,
dude.
that does not
and
matter.
let me finish. If I took an internet dude who got a couple of tracks and asked him about the history of hip hop, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's one
No, it's
person.
not.
But what about, you say scientists, right, that have been studying for a long time. But there are people in these professions that are there to lie, just like medical apartheid against African Americans. There are trained doctors
when you
that
follow
have lied
the money,
to black people about health.
They're gonna say whatever the money tells them to
nobody
say.
is saying that didn't happen.
No scientist is
Nobody's
getting
saying that didn't
funded if they do not say what the money wants them to say, sir.
Okay, that's conspiracy.
Science? No, it's
That's
not.
not
It's
fact.
real.
That's
It's
every-
a fucking fact.
But you don't get to say
Science
that
is a
everything
religion
is that
now.
way. You don't get to
Science
say
is
that.
a religion.
What the hell was that?
Yo, Lord Jamar does these things. He does this thing during these debates where he just yells and speaks over people, and he thinks it makes him correct. It's like, bruh, it's come on, man.
And it is not,
Science is not
what
a
you
religion.
think it is. Oh, yes, it is.
That's
And
absurd.
This is
people
great.
That is
worship
absurd.
at the altar of science.
Nobody's
and these
worship at the
people are
altar
your
of-
new fucking deacons and bishops, and you believe that they have the power.
Let's
They're
go.
closer to God
go.
than anybody else. No. Hang on a second.
You
My
know-
whole disclaimer, before we even start this bullshit, okay, is that, hang on, I issued a challenge, Godfrey, to even come here to talk to Mr. Whoever,
Right.
scientist man,
Right.
that if he can present me.
Now, understand, he started his first sentence. He said he disrespected Dave the scientist. So he's watching the white guy, the scientist. He's watching this, and he's like, "Oh, this guy's disrespecting me and talking shit about me prior to even an exchange of having a conversation." But you also have to put in context that this Dave the Scientist guy already did a reaction video talking shit about Lord Jamar, calling him all sorts of fools for his beliefs on the flat earth. So there's that. So no, I don't think anybody's a victim here for the shit talk, because it is what it is.
A working model of a ball that water sticks to the outside of
rotating.
it. Yes, as it rotates, I'll gladly sit down and have a talk with him. He hasn't showed me such model. I can give you a model right now as we sit here.
Oh, is Dave around? Is he there?
He's on.
Can he hear us?
I'm sorry. We got to pull this back. We have to put this into perspective before we hear the debate, because this is absolute foolishness. Bro, please go back to school. Come on, man. Come on.
He hasn't showed me such model. Outside of
rotating.
it. Yes, as it rotates, I'll gladly sit down.
My bad, Chad.
A ball, scientist.
Here we go, Chad.
That if he can present me a working model of a ball that water sticks to the outside of
rotating.
it. Yes, as it rotates, I'll gladly sit down and have a talk with him. He hasn't showed me such model. I can give you a model right now as we sit here.
Oh, is Dave around?
Okay, so he wants him to present a working model of how the world works and how the water is sticking to the world, to the planet while you're in the planet. So you're gonna have a working model that's gonna have stronger gravity than the planet that we're on. It's gonna you literally can't do it. It's the most asinine thing to say. Okay, so show me water sticking to a ball on the planet that you're sticking. You can't do it, bruh. You're gonna have to bring that bitch into space where it's devoid of matter. And then that has to be the biggest gravitational force, and then you got to see that happen. You can't do it on the planet that you're in, because it just this is asinine, man. To even just man, come on, man. Just straight booze. Fuck this. This is bad. This is bad, Lord Jamar. Like, where is the logic, sir?
Is he there?
He's on. I
Can he hear us?
A model right now.
I can hear you guys.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Dave. It's Godfrey. How
With
are
a
you? I don't
concave
see
bowl.
you.
Doing good.
You're doing good.
Can you guys see me?
Hey.
What up, Dave?
Dave, are you Dave the scientist?
I'm the one that contacted you, Dave.
Are you Dave the scientist?
Yeah, he's the one
I'm a
that
science
contacted.
communicator.
Science communicator. Well, hey, how you doing? First
You know what? I don't even begrudge Dante Nero for calling in Dave the Scientist, because even if he felt like he had the points to rebut Lord Jamar, he wouldn't be able to just completely put him in his place and make him understand for good. Like, listen, bro, you're wrong. You were a victim of some terrible knowledge. Some YouTuber probably put out some terrible flat earth video that got you just regurgitating the talking points and not even understanding them for a second. He talks about crepuscular rays, and I'm like, okay, so what's your point about bringing up these rays? I don't even understand this.
What's that mean?
difference?
Science communicator.
Science communicator. Okay. Well, here you are. You do not believe in the flat Earth theories, and you are. I've been taught that the Earth has been round for a long time, and when the flat Earth thing came around, I said, okay, what's this about? And then I listened to some of the flat Earth stuff, and you know what? Some of the stuff made sense. I was like, that kind of makes sense. And then, when you hear about what you've always been learning about, well, that kind of makes sense. And then when I talked to, actually, Dave, when I talked to a fighter pilot, and then they go like 50,000 feet, way higher than commercial jet. I say, have you seen curvature? He goes, yeah, we see the curvature of the Earth.
Is this accurately? Is this accurately? Is this right? Is this? Damn. I gotta find this.
That's what he said. I was like,
I've seen multiple videos where they say no.
You talk about we're supposed to
straight.
take care of your video over a pilot who has thousands of hours.
We've
this
seen
is like
multiple pilots say that it's
so Dave.
flat.
So who's okay?
Yes.
Who's gonna go first? Tell us, Dave, why you are against what he believes. How about that?
Yeah, Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be... Yeah, Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent. Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and can be disproven with, like, middle school level physics.
Really?
So
It's
yeah,
true.
we can go ahead and you can
Let's
rattle off your
do it.
debate
Show,
talking points.
do you have a
I'll tell you how
working
you're
model of a ball that has water sticking to the outside of it? Can you show me a
wrong. Okay,
working model
wet
of that?
a tennis ball.
But, yes, wet.
It has
Oh,
nothing
and
to
that.
do
But
with
no,
anything.
that's
Like,
not
what
water
do you even-
sticking to
what
a
does that even
ball.
mean?
That's saturation of water on the
Okay,
ball.
so
I
let's
want you
see.
to show me where water sticks to the outside of a ball
Yeah.
as it spins. It doesn't go to the
Okay,
equator of the
so-
ball and
all right,
spin
buddy,
off.
I heard what you said. I
Show
heard
me
what
a
you said.
working
I'm not
model,
gonna
sir.
talk
Okay,
about
Hang
it.
on.
You said something very
Show
stupid.
me
I'm
a
gonna explain
working
to you
model.
It is very stupid. I debunked this earlier. It's stupid to even ask the question. While you're on the planet that has all the gravitational force, you're supposed to show him a working model of the same thing happening when there's gonna be a conflict there because the Earth is stronger gravity. You can't actually work the model. You literally have to go to space to show him this model of the Earth, and at that point, just show him a motherfucking picture of the damn Earth. Like, make it make sense.
Stupid.
Okay.
The reason that things stick to the Earth is because the Earth is extremely massive, so it generates a very large gravitational field. When water falls off of a ball, whatever ball you're talking about, to the Earth, it's because of the large gravitational field exerted by the Earth. So when you're talking about water sticking to a ball, your desired demonstration of gravity fails because gravity exists.
No.
Things fall to the ground.
There
because
is
of
density
gravity.
and buoyancy, sir. Gravity is not some
Okay,
magical
density is
thing
not
that
a
makes
force.
things
Density
drop
is a
to
scalar.
the
Density is
ground.
not a force,
It depends
and
the
buoyancy
medium
only
that it
exists
is
where
in.
gravity-
Do you see how he just tries to speak over people and speak louder? It doesn't make your point any more correct. Now let's get back into this and listen to what Dave the Scientist says, because that's what actually is correct. So you're gonna have to basically try to crop out Lord Jamar speaking over the man, because
Buoyancy, sir. Gravity is not some
Okay,
magical
density is
thing
not a
that
force.
makes things
Density
drop
is a
to
scalar.
the
Density is
ground.
not a force,
It depends
and
the
buoyancy
medium
only
that it is
exists where
in.
gravity
If I
exists.
drop something into this
Hey,
water,
kiddo, shut
depending
up.
on
Hold on,
how
hold on.
heavy
You
it
can't
is,
just-
No,
it's
like
going
you
to
can't do it. You
sink
can't just
Wait,
talk
or
over it.
float.
Wait, I want you
Dumbass.
all to talk, but
Density
I want to
is
hear
not
both
a
of
First
you.
of all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talking about the stupidest shit. Like if he was in
Yeah,
this
it's the
room, I'd be
stupid- Dude,
smacking
you
the
just
shit
said
out
that
of
it
him
doesn't
right
matter.
now.
What?
bro, he said flat Earth is the stupidest shit ever, the dumbest. I can't remember what that. I can't remember verbatim what he said, but paraphrasing, he said it was the dumbest shit. It was the dumbest concept. It was the dumbest finesse. He didn't say you're the dumbest idiot. You came into this debate talking shit about him, so you're no victim, bruh. Talking about you would slap him in the face. It's a debate, bruh. Relax.
If scientists
First of all,
study science,
okay.
it's all bullshit. Do you have
Right,
any idea how
sir?
offensive
You know
what
that,
it is,
right?
what you-
The stupidest shit. Like if he was in
Yeah,
this
it's the
room, I'd be
stupid- dude,
smacking
you
the
just
shit
said
out
that
of
it
him right
doesn't matter
now.
if scientists
First of all,
study science.
Okay.
It's all bullshit. Do you have
Right,
any idea how
sir?
offensive
You know
what
that,
it is,
right?
What you say to the
You know that,
entire
right?
human race, the entire body of scientific knowledge. Let me respond to the insanely stupid thing you said.
I want
Density
you to
and buoyancy,
respond
which
to-
you
to my-
memorized from an
let him talk,
video.
Jay.
Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
talk about what
Respond to what you said.
pseudoscience
You
is.
wanna
Okay,
Go
talk
ahead.
now?
Okay, go ahead,
Want me to
Dave.
respond?
Go ahead, Dave.
Density
ahead.
is not a force. It requires a force to produce an acceleration. Things accelerate towards the Earth. Density is a scalar. It's not a force. It can't make things move. Buoyancy, there's a buoyant force, but it has gravity in the equation.
It
Buoyancy
has
only exists
gravity.
when gravity exists.
When gravity, the
So,
secret sauce.
here's the problem with your...
Bro, what are we doing out here? He's explaining something that you should have learned in middle school, elementary school, and for some reason you're... It's like, this is petulance, bro. Now you're doing voices to, like, come on, man. This is pathetic.
Density bullshit. You think that things fall down because in the equation,
It has
buoyancy only
gravity.
exists when gravity
When
exists.
gravity, the
So,
secret sauce.
here's the problem with your
gravity.
density bullshit. You think that things fall down because the air is less dense. The air is less dense above the object too. So why the fuck don't things fall up? Can you
Things
explain
do
that to me?
fall up, you fucking asshole.
what
Bubbles,
fall up?
bubbles
Nothing
go
falls
up, you
up.
stupid fuck. Fucking
goes
evaporation goes up, you dickhead. Like
That's
what the
not
fuck are you
falling.
talking about?
That's
Like-
not a. That's because
like,
there's
it's
wind.
because it's lighter than the fucking density it's in.
Doesn't
Why?
a bubble-
How can
doesn't
a
a-
fly
doesn't
defy
a bubble
gravity?
fall? Doesn't
How
a-
can a fucking tadpole defy gravity? You fucking shithead.
Tadpole defy gravity? What the
Yes.
fuck are you talking
How?
Survey said.
Bro, how are you sitting there calling him an idiot, dumbass, while you're saying the dumbest things humanly possible? What are you talking about? Bubbles, bro. What?
Does anything swim through? If gravity is holding down oceans that are tons of fucking of fucking force, how does anything swim through the ocean? How do you fucking lift your legs off the fucking ground?
Things can
You
exert
fucking
force.
cockbag.
Let him answer you.
Muscles. Birds have wings, right? You can exert
They have
force,
wings?
which allows you to accelerate.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment by this. This is so bad. This is so bad.
Right? Doesn't that make sense? If you jump or if you throw a ball, you're exerting force and you are counteracting gravity until that momentum runs out. You throw a ball, it goes up, and then it falls back down. Why do things fall down?
Speaking of momentum, do things
No.
energy?
Why do things fall down?
Subject, why don't things fall
Why
up?
do-
Why do things only fall down?
Why do they-
You said,
The
why
air
do
is
things
less dense
fall
above
up?
the
No,
ball.
why do
does
things
it
fall down
up?
only? Why don't they fall up? This is what he's asking.
Again, light things will rise.
Only with wind,
Dense.
which is a
No,
force.
it's not.
Not just with wind. If you have a helium balloon, it will go up because helium is a lighter, less dense air, or lighter, a lighter, less dense gas than oxygen. So it's going to go up. It's going to be above the oxygen. Like it's in the equation of buoyancy. It's still relative to gravity. Like I don't understand how.
Not only with wind.
Things don't float. Nothing
Why
floats.
doesn't a ball fall up? The air
Because
above the ball
it is
less
dense.
than the ball.
Because it is dense.
Because what's dense?
The air
The ball
is more
is
dense than the
dense.
ball? Is
The-
that what you're saying
That
now?
don't even make sense. That's not even what
The
you're,
ball
what you're saying.
is dense. If it's in regular air, it will fall to the ground.
in
If
regular
it was
air.
in,
Why does
if
it
it
fall
was
up?
in,
Isn't
say
the air
a
above the ball
gel,
less
if it
dense
was
than
in
the
a
ball?
gel, what is it? What's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
about
stop
what the fuck you're
there,
talking
right?
about the gel. In the air, why
There's
doesn't a ball
it
fall
depends
up?
on the
air
medium.
is
You can't
less
ask
Why
the
does it
question
fall
and then.
up? What does falling up have to do with anything? I don't
No,
understand.
because
what
you
you're
think
talking
that
about.
He said
Because you said there's
what?
no such thing as
you
gravity.
Said, you said there's
Why
no
is
such
there a
thing in
preferred
gravity.
direction of falling? Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because they're heavy. Because they have density. That's
Okay,
why.
what is heavy? What is weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my
What's weight? Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking shoulders, you fat
Oh,
head
someone's
bitch.
getting a little sassy. 'Cause
Now at this point, I was like, "This is sad, bro. This is sad." He asked you what weight was. You couldn't have just said the mass of an object. You didn't even have to add the gravity because he wanted to catch you with that, being like, "Oh, the mass of the mass of an object relative to the gravitational force." You could have left that part out. You could have just said the mass of an object. Like you're just gonna laugh it off and then insult him when he asks you such a basic question, bruh. I understand that sometimes when these folks ask basic questions and ask for definitions, it comes across as very condescending, very demeaning. But when it's such a basic question like that during a debate, like, come on, what are we doing out here? Shout out to Stacy Galore with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Stacy Galore says nothing, but shout out to you. Let me just read the next comment. Jay the Informant says, to be fair, both of them are acting sassy as fuck. That's facts. He says, oh, we're getting sassy. So he knows what he's doing. He's trying to poke at Lord Jamar, but Lord Jamar's already disrespecting him explicitly. So there's no victims here. There's no victims here.
What's weight? Tell me the definition of weight.
Except Lord Jamar's intelligence. Lord Jamar's intelligence is definitely the victim here.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
You're done.
They're heavy because they have density.
Okay,
That's why.
what is heavy? What is weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my
What's weight? Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking shoulders, you fat
Oh,
head
someone's
bitch.
getting a little sassy because
Like,
he doesn't know the answer to the
bro,
question. What
We're
does
not
weight
gonna
mean?
sit here and talk about all these.
We're not going to sit here and define words that you don't
Yes,
know. that you're
define
trying to use.
words. We're talking about what's heavy and what's light.
Yeah, so what does fucking heavy mean, dumbass? You said the word heavy. What is heavy? What is weight? What is weight? What does that mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using.
Bro.
Should I define
Okay.
weight? How do
Tell
we
him.
define
Yeah,
it?
Tell us
define
what weight
weight.
is.
Here I go.
Look it up if you want.
A body's
Look it up on the
relative.
internet.
Oh, here we go. A body's relative mass, or the quantity of matter contained by it, giving rise to a downward force. The heaviness, and then of course the heaviness of a person or thing.
By virtue of its position in a gravitational field. Things have weight because gravity exists.
See, you say these things. These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words,
These are
and I
definitions
don't know
that
what to say.
are given by people who are here
study
to
things
no
and
no
actually
who
know
are here
things.
to reinforce a certain position. I'm talking
Sweetie.
about
First of all, he called him Sweetie, first of all.
I've seen him do it.
Dave the Scientist just called Lord Jamar Sweetie. What part of the game was that, first of all?
Stick together. Pause.
Okay, and more importantly, what the fuck is wrong with Lord Jamar? You're battling definitions of words. Words have definitions for a reason. Like I'm so perplexed here. What is he?
Weight because gravity
See,
exists.
you say these things. These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words,
These are
and I
definitions
don't know
that
what to say.
are given by people
These are definitions that are given by people. Okay.
who are here
study
to
things
no
and
no
actually
who
know
are here
things.
to reinforce a certain position.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
I'm talking
Sweetie,
about common
money
sense
can't
shit.
change
Did
the
he just
laws
say
of
sweetie?
physics.
Are
There's
you
no
fucking
amount
homo?
of money that
Did
can
this-
change the
Yo,
laws of
did this nigga just say sweetie? Yo.
There's no conspiracy here. You can't change what
Listen,
gravity
listen.
is.
I'm
or how
talking about common
electromagnetism
sense.
works.
I'm not getting
You
into all of
have-
this.
You're not talking
Do you
about
feel like you're
common
moving?
sense has nothing to do
Do
with
you
any of this
feel
stuff.
like you're
You
moving?
can't just intuit how the laws of physics work. You have
Bro.
to probe them and learn about them, study them.
Listen,
that's what
we know.
education
We
is.
know about these things, bro. And all this
we
shit
do
you're
and you
talking
don't.
about
You should learn
is
it.
some bullshit. Like, do you know about crepuscular rays? What are crepuscular rays?
It appears to diverge because of perspective, kind of like railroad tracks.
What do you mean
right?
appears to diverge?
It appears to from the perspective, from your perspective.
So can you
as an
trace
observer
the
of those
rays back to its source?
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
What do you mean? Yeah, okay. There's the sun. Sure. What?
How
You
far
don't even
away?
know what you're trying to
How
say.
far
Like,
away
you
is the
vaguely
sun?
memorized
Is
the
the
Eric
sun
Dubay thing,
93
and
million miles away?
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Bro, what the hell does this have to do with anything? This is what happens when you watch a video or two or you're just regurgitating the points. Yes, the sun is 93 million miles away. What the hell does that have to do with anything? So it cannot produce crepuscular rays on the planet through the sheen of a cloud in the like I'm very confused. That
Okay, you already changed the set. You're already
I'm
jumping
at-
away from the thing that you brought up.
No. It's not a matter. I'm talking about common sense, bro.
Is the sun still 93 million miles away, Dave?
Okay, but the
And if
distance
it
is
was,
not
why
common sense.
why do we have
No, it is.
crepuscular rays?
Your answer. I want to see where he's getting at.
Why
Yo.
it doesn't why do the railroad tracks appear to converge with distance? It's the same concept. It doesn't matter how fucking far away the sun is.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? Y'all say it's 93 million miles away.
Yeah, and
That's what these same people that you're talking about, all the definitions, say is the truth. So what are you saying? That it's not?
No, of course it is. I'm saying that it has
So
absolutely
how does
fucking nothing
what
to
is
do with
crepuscular
rays.
how
The
do
distance-
how do you explain crepuscular rays?
By what I just fucking told you with the railroad tracks. Do railroad tracks appear to converge with
Listen.
distance?
Yes,
Are they
but at
not
some
parallel,
point you would not be able to see
At which point?
at
which point?
At some point, I don't know the exact distance of what
Okay,
where you
so
can't
let's
see
go
something.
with you.
The
At which point?
at
which point?
At some point, I don't know the exact distance of what.
Oh! All due respect, shut the hell up. I want to hear that.
Yo, this is bad, man.
Okay,
where you
so
can't
let's
see
go
something,
with you. The
but you
sun's
still
not
can see the
93 million
sun.
miles away.
This
The sun's
93
right
million
up there,
miles
right?
away
Are we
is
doing
ridiculous.
corpuscular
Okay, so the
rays?
sun's
Are
right
we
up there in
doing
the sky, right? So why
Corpuscular.
can't we go up and see it? Why doesn't it appear to get
Well, there's
larger as you
videos.
go up
There's
in altitude?
videos of people where they are actually above the sun in planes and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a video where people are above the sun. Is that right? Or are you completely full of shit?
Nope.
Nope.
Above
Okay,
the
pull
Survey said.
There's videos that exist where people are above the sun. Now, this is the filthiest of filthy work that, like, bro, what are we doing out here? Lord Jamar, like, this is what we're doing when we're losing debates. We're just making things up out of thin air. Videos where folks are above the sun. Can we produce those? Can somebody search that on YouTube and find a video where there's somebody above the sun? And in Lord Jamar's world, we're in a firmament. There's a dome covering us. So I don't know how there's a dome covering us and then the sun is heating us. Like, has he ever heard of entropy? How does that happen? How do we have a dome?
All due respect, shut the hell up. I want to hear that.
Can we pull it up? Let's find the video.
Are they
where people
above
are
the sun?
Well, like,
Do
the
you,
flat Earth,
do you
right
see
now,
anything
the
in
flat
those
Earth model
folders
says
that say
that,
anything like
that
that?
the sun is above the flat, but they don't, because they don't believe.
Is it
that
like
the-
a dome, right? We're like in a
That's
dome.
what they believe is fucking ridiculous, but it's
Just like, how do you have pressurized air in something that doesn't have a covering?
How do you have
Pressurized air. Pressurized air off of something that doesn't have a covering.
Stay off the weed.
pressurized air?
And
in
you
something that
guys
doesn't
will
have
say,
let him answer.
hang on, let me finish saying what I'm
You
saying.
said what you asked the
Yo,
question.
bro.
You asked the
Please,
question.
Dante,
Go ahead. Do what you're gonna do.
We're trying to be friends. Come on, man.
Well,
Because you have to have a covering. People will say that the covering is the ozone layer or the thermosphere. These are basically imaginary coverings to say the same thing that somebody would say is a firmament. But go ahead, tell me why you have pressurized air next to a vacuum of space, sir.
Okay, so so this is really adorable. You think that space is a vacuum cleaner because you don't know what a vacuum is. You don't know what vacuum is. What?
You're a victim.
There we go. See,
Now, at this point, when I was watching this, I almost passed away from secondhand embarrassment. I was like, you cannot be serious, Lord Jamar. You could not be serious. This was literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, this is why Lord Jamar is vulnerable and susceptible to low quality information. And he'll hear something that just started existing last year and he'll run with it like it's from the beginning of time. I'm alluding to something that I'm going to get to in another video. It's very sad out here. It's very sad.
a vacuum of space, sir.
Okay, so so this is really adorable. You think that space is a vacuum cleaner because you don't know what a vacuum is. You don't know.
Pressurized air next to a vacuum of space, sir.
My bad, chat. My bad, chat. Right here, right here.
That
You
somebody
got to
would
hear this.
say is a firmament. But go ahead, tell me why you have pressurized air next to a vacuum of space, sir.
The way he said this so confidently, you can tell me, sir. Why? Now, sir, tell me why do you have
rings to say the same thing that somebody would say is a firmament. But go ahead, tell me why you have pressurized air next to a vacuum of space, sir.
Okay.
The smugness? Why do you have pressurized space in a vacuum? Like, bro, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. I can't even memorize that idiocy for at least 5 seconds. It's so goddamn stupid. My brain rejects it. My brain's like, we ain't letting this in.
LT checked him. LT said,
I tried twice and it rejected it. It's like, this is nonsensical, bro. You're not even repeating this, bruh. We're not doing this.
So so this is really adorable. You think that space is a vacuum cleaner because you don't know what a vacuum is. You don't know what vacuum means. What's a vacuum? What does vacuum mean? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. What the fuck does a vacuum
It has
mean?
no air. It's, you know.
It's an absence of matter. So
Yes.
why the fuck would the vacuum of space pull...
A vacuum is just a space devoid of matter. That is it. It's not a vacuum cleaner. It's not sucking in planets. It's not doing whatever the fuck you think space be doing.
air anywhere. Can you explain that?
A vacuum also pulls things, sir.
No, it doesn't. Vacuums don't suck. That's not a thing.
This is so sad.
Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
He's laughing, but he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's very confused. He thought he had the upper hand. He had this smug look initially. Then he's like, wait a minute. Oh, shit. His first thought, he looked at Godfrey, and he was like, Godfrey.
Delete the video, delete the video, delete the video, delete.
So you don't know what a vacuum is?
Dave, a vacuum
doesn't. Vacuums don't suck. That's not a thing.
If vacuum is
Yo, in his head, I could see the thoughts in his head. In his head, the thoughts are just spewing out. The thoughts are...
Delete the video, delete the video, delete the video, delete the video.
You don't know what a vacuum is?
Dave, a vacuum is the absence of matter.
Yes.
So why would that pull air anywhere?
So
bro has the Google active. The Google active, and it's still dusting it up, bro. He's still dusting it up. He does not know what to do with himself. This is sad, man. Where was all that confidence debating anybody on flat Earth? This is so bad.
If vacuum is
so you don't know what a vacuum is?
Dave, a vacuum is the absence of matter, right?
Yeah. So why would that pull air anywhere?
So we just have absence of matter next to pressurized air.
Yes, which sticks to the Earth because of gravity, which again you pretend doesn't
Which
exist.
sticks to the Earth, so it's spinning with the Earth.
I have the definition.
At 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, so
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Iron Bronx with the $2 super chat. Iron Bronx says, Lord Jamar is a Trump supporter. What more needs to be said? Listen, Trump is, the second this nigga got elected and he became the president-elect, I swear they swapped that nigga. They switched that. This nigga looks different. He looks even more orange. He's saying even more stupid things. This nigga's, man, Trump needs to get the fuck out of here. Trump needs some help. Trump needs some help expeditiously.
I have the definition.
We'll really jump into all the favorite talking points. So the Earth spins once per day.
Bro.
That's what a fucking day.
This right here, I'm sorry, chat. I was distracted. This right here is this is one of the most embarrassing parts. This is just embarrassing moment after embarrassing moment after embarrassing moment.
Okay, so
I have the definition.
We'll really jump into all the favorite talking points. So the Earth spins once per day.
Bro.
That's what a fucking day is. Did you know that? Do you know what a day means? It's how long it takes the Earth to spin around.
You hear that? Did you see that little look?
Bro.
That's what a fucking
I'm getting
day
rich.
Oh shit. We got to tend to some memberships. Shout out to RELCH with the LTTV squad membership.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you for joining the LTTV squad. Let's get it. But there's something that I noticed right here. Pay attention quick, chat. Look at this right here.
Did you know that? Do you know what a day means? It's how.
Delete the video, delete the video, delete the video, delete.
At this point, he's like, bro, cut this guy off, delete the video. We are live. He's like, cut this shit, cut this, delete the fucking video.
It's how long it takes the Earth to spin around one time. So all of this 1,000 miles an hour bullshit just makes you sound like an idiot because it spins once a day. It spins at half the rate of the hour hand on a clock. Not so fast.
Trump is the majority, but I think people found out quickly that Trump was an overcorrection. I think people are finding that out real quickly because I'm seeing a lot of folks switch their stance on Trump real quick. Real quick. I'm like, okay, I thought y'all were super pro-Trump a week ago, and they're like, yo, this is an overcorrection. And I'm like, hey, the Democrats were too far left. Entirely too far left. It was like, It was inevitable that it would go this way, but Trump is talking about making Canada the 51st state. It's like, my nigga, we're a G7 NATO nation. Do you know how things work, you dumb son of a bitch? Oh! It's like, take care of the state of California before you fucking try that. Like, he says the dumbest things. The man he's losing a negotiation, so he tries to do, like, come on, man. Come on, man. He lost a lot of Canadian support, I'll tell you that.
Fast, is it?
Well.
Pretty funny shit, huh?
Yeah, really funny.
Yeah.
Not in the slightest, bro. I don't want to speak about certain things as it pertains to Canada because people have no idea why Justin Trudeau really resigned. I don't want to get into this bag because, you know, there's certain guidelines as it pertains to this platform, so I'm going to keep it pushing on this, but yikes, man.
Any response?
Yeah. You're full of shit.
Am I full of shit?
Yeah.
On a clock. Not so fast, is it?
Well.
Pretty funny shit, huh?
Yeah, really funny.
Yeah. Any response?
Yeah. You're full of shit.
Am I full of shit about what a day is? Is a day 24 hours? What's a day, dude? Tell me what a day is.
I'm getting rich.
Damn it. Shout out to... Wait, why is this not appearing on the screen? Oh, you got gifted. Okay, shout out to Ariel with the gifted membership. Shout out to you.
Am I full of shit about what a day is? Is a day 24 hours? What's a day, dude? Tell me what a day is.
I got
First
a
of
question.
all, go ahead.
What are we living on then? If it's not flat, some people say it's not.
So
round.
people are upside down
What
on the ball
are
because
we-
of gravity.
Upside down?
Yeah.
What's upside down? Why upside down?
Because
What does
the
that
ball
mean?
has to have a top and a bottom, correct?
Does it?
Yeah.
It's a ball, sir. It's round. A top and a bottom. Like, I don't think Lord Jamar understands this concept. I think that Lord Jamar really needs to... I think that the best thing to help Lord Jamar is for him to understand 4 dimensions. I think Lord Jamar needs to understand something called the Hops vibration. I'm being absolutely serious. If he understood that, then he'll have a completely different understanding of what the hell he's talking about because he's too far gone. I don't know how to bridge the gap of understanding to Lord Jamar when he says some of the things that he says. I'm like, where do we even start? Do we have to start at the very beginning? At that point? Because it's real bad.
Why?
Because it's a ball.
So?
Y'all say the
Where's
North
the top
Pole
of a
and the
ball?
South Pole, right?
Where's the top of a ball? Take
You
a
said it's at the
featureless
North
sphere.
Pole.
Take a featureless sphere. Where's the top?
It's not featureless. Y'all say the North
Okay,
Pole
but you
and
you
the
said
South
a ball.
Pole.
You didn't say the Earth. You said a ball. Okay,
That's
so you're
what y'all
assigning-
saying. We are
you're
on a ball. You said we live
Yeah,
on the outside
it's
of a
planet.
ball.
So Dave
Okay,
is
so
the Earth.
you're
it's a
designating
sphere,
the North Pole as the top
What is
and
the
the
shape
South
of
Pole
the
as the
Earth?
bottom. That's fine. So now, how do we orient ourselves down? Where is down to us? Where's down?
What do you mean, where's down?
Is it towards the ground? Does down mean towards the ground?
Towards the gravity. The pull.
Yeah. When you say down, you mean towards the ground, right?
Yeah, that's the ground.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So wherever the fuck you're standing on this thing, wherever the fuck you're standing, down is towards the ground.
But now look
It's
how
towards
the
center of the
look
earth.
how it
So
look how it
nobody's upside
turns.
down.
Look how it
Everybody thinks-
curves, motherfucker.
Huh?
Look how the fucking shit is on the side
and
of
if
the
you're
ball.
Here, down is towards the center of the earth. And
But-
if you're
but you're
here,
standing
down is towards
on
the
the-
center of the earth.
but
And
you
if you're
see how-
here,
and if-
down is towards the center of the earth.
That's
This
You want to sit there and stay on the weed? Who are you, Snoop Dogg in the green room? I mean, what the hell is going on? Stay off the weed.
Mind you, I smoked a blunt prior to this performance. You can't blame the weed for this idiocy. You can't do it. You just can't do it. This is some filthy work. This is some absolute filthy work. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
curves, motherfucker. Look how the fucking shit is on the side
and
of
if
the
you're
ball.
Here, down is towards the center of the earth. And
But-
if you're
but you're
here,
standing
down is towards
on
the
the-
center of the earth.
but
And
you
if you're
see how-
here,
and if-
down is towards the center of the earth.
That's-
This
All right, you're right, Lord Jamar. You are right. This is a global. This is what it's big globe, bro. This is a conspiracy. Everybody in the media gets a globe, and we're meant to push this propaganda. This is what it is, bruh. You got us. You got us. You won the debate, bruh. How are you standing on the side? How you should be falling off. How are you standing on the side, right?
Stay off the weed.
This is how fucking dumb
that
you
doesn't
are.
make
This is how
sense, you
fucking
fucking
dumb you are.
asshole.
You
That's how
imagine
dumb
a
you
globe?
are. That shit
You
don't
think
make
that
no
down-
fucking sense.
You think that there's
You're
a
on the
magic
side,
down in
and
outer
it's supposed
space
to be
because you're
tilted,
imagining
and
a
it's supposed to
globe
be on
in
an
your house,
axis.
and you're
This
imagining
shit is
the
fucking
ground
ridiculous.
below
Please
the
get this
globe.
clown out of
That's
here,
why you
please.
think that there's a down
All
in
right.
space.
Get this
In
clown out of
reality,
here.
there's no fucking down.
He's trying to get famous.
Magically
Okay,
in
you got
space.
famous off of
Down
me.
is towards
Get him
the
out of
center
here.
of the earth. Do you get it? Do you
Get him
understand?
out of here. Down
Well-
What do you mean you're out of here. Where are you going?
down is towards you is what you do to your fucking father. Get out of here.
Oh, now we got the gay jokes coming. He's getting a little mad. Okay, kiddo, listen, can you admit?
No, this guy, he knows what he's doing too. He knows what he's doing. Lord Jamar is very explicit and very upfront with his disrespect. This very bold and brash with the disrespect. He is subtle and condescending. Look, kiddo. It's like, bro, what? You're calling a grown ass? How old is Lord Jamar? Calling him kiddo, bro? Like, you know what you're doing. You're condescending. But nonetheless, you are schooling him. You are schooling him because this is very pathetic by Lord Jamar. Very pathetic.
Down is towards you is what you do to your fucking father. Get out of here.
Oh, now we got the gay jokes coming. He's getting a little mad. Okay, kiddo, listen, can you admit that you only think that this is down because you're standing on the fucking ground? And so you're reinforcing what is the
thought
actual
this would
truth.
be,
Walk it down to the center of the
I
ground.
told you.
A nice discussion.
I
I
told
guess
you.
we got a
He
little
can't
bit
present-
aggressive.
He's a pseudoscientist.
So,
and it's
Bro, just take the L, man. Everything he said was 100% correct. Just pick up a textbook and stop thinking that everything is a conspiracy and stop getting your ass whooped by facts. Facts are independently verifiable by anybody. It's not a huge conspiracy. Just learn, get a little insight to how things work. Understand things conceptually. If things don't make sense to you, because he keeps talking about common sense, to your basic senses, if they don't make sense to you in your eyes and you don't understand how you're unable to see certain things with your eyes and you don't understand how crepuscular rays work, understand the things conceptually. That will help you. That's the problem. Some people just don't. They have a lack of basic understanding of concepts, but then they want to get on the mic as if they're an authority of these ideas, like they're the arbiter of truth just because they speak louder and speak over folks. It's really idiotic.
You show and prove your shit with the
Where's
fucking
down?
model. We're not going to
Where's
even
down?
take you seriously.
Answer me this. Why is this down in space? Where's down? Where's down in space? What does that mean?
You never been to space.
Why is this person
Nobody's
upside
been
down?
to space. So you
What
don't know
should
what
be-
is down in
No,
space.
no. Stop.
You're
stop,
taking
stop
shit.
changing
You're
the
taking
subject.
somebody's
Stop changing the
word for
subject.
it.
Here's a guy that you
Godfrey?
think is upside down,
Godfrey?
right? Here's a
I'm
guy
gonna ask
standing right.
This guy says you're taking somebody's word for it. All right, so deconstruct an iPhone and put it together. Or just take somebody's fucking word for it. Like,
I've seen him do it.
I don't even understand. Shout out to JG1982 with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
You said Dave made Jamar famous. Forever a meme. I don't know about that. I didn't know Dave prior to this. And Lord Jamar's in our community, everybody knows Lord Jamar, so I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe he's famous in a niche and I'm not outside of the niche. I don't know. Shout out to you for the $2 as well, though. Or was that $5? No, that's $2. Shout out to you. Shout out to Lee with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Lee says Lord Jamar is a Dr. Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed graduate. Trump wants to take Greenland. Oh shit, fucking scrolled up. Take Greenland, rename Panama Canal to Gulf of America, and Canada to the 51st state, etc. Canada to the 51st state was literally the most idiotic thing Trump has ever said. Using economic force, talking about they subsidize us and shit. It's like, all right, if you're subsidizing us, how about you pay all the $1 billion to Ukraine? Why are we sending billions of dollars to Ukraine? First of all, he was making reference to the military when he's talking about subsidize, but Trump is not clear when he speaks. Nonetheless, he can't make Canada the 51st state. We are a G7 NATO nation. It doesn't work that way. Does he not understand the basis of what NATO was founded off? It's just an absolute idiotic statement. Do you think the world's going to have any support? The big charade will be up if America just starts boldface invading places or trying to take over and annex Canada. Like, it's come on, man. Like, the jig will be up completely at that point. America has to understand what Trump is doing is all these tariffs and trying to this American first thing. He needs to read the room. He needs to look around. The rest of the world is they're getting rid of the American dollar. They're not using the American dollar as a standard. If you understand what BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America. It's a federation. They just brought in Indonesia and a whole other different countries. They're decentralizing America. So folks have to understand what's going on around them and start reading articles at the least. If you're not going to read a book, read an article. Because a lot of people get up on these platforms and just speak and just chirp and have no idea what they're talking about. Some filthy work out here. Shout out to Black Hokage X with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Black Hokage X says, I've been watching Professor Dave for years. He knows what he's talking about. Lord Jamar went out sad, and it's embarrassing to watch. It's facts. That's absolute facts.
I'm telling you now, Godfrey.
Pulling him down. Why
Yo.
would he be pulled down?
Godfrey.
And to why?
Hey, Mike, we're gonna. Hey,
I'm
Dave,
telling you.
thanks for you guys. We
I'm
tried.
telling you.
I thought it'd be like a.
Are you
better
cutting me out
conversation.
here just because this fucking guy
Yeah,
can't?
get
No,
outta
I'm
here,
not
bitch.
cutting. I mean, it's
handle the
not,
heat.
it's not because I guess he's done talking. I mean,
Now, see, Godfrey's hands are tied. There's not much Godfrey can do. Lord Jamar just embarrassed himself. He's very pissed off. He's very upset. They went back and forth. They had a clash of words. Lord Jamar's words were much more disrespectful, a lot more profanity, way more profanity-laced comments towards Dave, but Dave shot back with his little shots here and there. Dave was standing up for himself. He wasn't about to get bitched by Lord Jamar, especially when he was in the right. Lord Jamar just looked really stupid, really ignorant, threatened to get violent because he was getting his ass whooped by facts. Like, it was just bad. Total embarrassing performance. Godfrey is his co-star, so he's like, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm not trying to leave you out to dry, so what he do? What did Godfrey do? Godfrey did this.
Delete the video, delete the video, delete the video, delete.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Dave.
fuck you.
Oh, he's definitely done talking because he can't handle somebody who actually knows what he's talking about, tearing apart all the
you
bullshit
ain't
that he
tearing
chose to
apart
believe from
shit.
the Eric Dubé videos.
It ain't no Eric Dubé
Who's the
video,
Eric Dubé?
sir.
It is. You directly parrot every
Who's
single
Eric
thing
Dubé?
that Eric Dubé says.
You know, when I watched this, I was like, okay, Dave the Scientist seems like he's dealt with Eric Dubé and Eric Dubé flat earthers and the followers. They preach a lot of the same things Eric Dubé says. So when he's battling Lord Jamar, he hears the same talking points and he's absolutely sure that he's taking it from Eric Dubé. Do you know why I'm certain that that's where his perspective comes from? Because it's like debating anybody in the red pill. Anytime there's a new red pill content creator, I'm like, oh, you're just following the Rollo Tomasi playbook. You're just repeating and reiterating fresh and fit talking points. That's why people like Fugazi pop up and think that they're doing something new, and it's like, my nigga, you're like the 30th person to get exposed doing the same talking points. Like, you guys are just parroting shit, low quality information.
Trust me, I've debunked all this shit.
Well,
I know your whole script.
You ain't debunked shit.
No, I did. And that's why you're getting angry.
We on a
throwing around
flat
pages.
plane,
You can't answer any of
the
questions.
water.
Oh, now you're bringing the race card.
We
You're
living
bringing the race
on-
card, right?
Wait, what?
I-
No, he said flat plane. We're on a flat plane.
Oh, I thought I misheard you.
Yes.
Whoa, Dave, whoa!
Stop that. You're white.
They're like, stop that, Dave. I did not hear the racial comment. I don't know what he misunderstood or what he misheard. When I tried to play this back a few times and I still didn't get it. What did he think he said?
The water.
Oh, now you're bringing the race card.
We
You're
living
bringing
on.
the-
You ain't debunked shit.
No, I did. And that's why you're getting angry.
We
throwing
on a
around
flat
pages.
plane,
You can't answer any of
the
the questions.
water.
Oh, now you're bringing the race card.
We
You're
living
bringing the race
on-
card, right?
Wait,
Race
what?
car.
No, he said flat plane. We're on a flat plane.
Oh, I thought I misheard you.
Yes.
Whoa, Dave, whoa!
Yo, tell your man something, bro. Like, right now.
Okay.
You can't answer.
Thanks.
You can't answer.
Thanks for coming, Dave. Appreciate
You guys really
that.
cutting me out?
I mean, it's.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Ariel CH with the $6 super chat. Hold up. Come on, Drops. What are we doing out here today? There you go. The USA and most countries are doing what they are told to do. Bring the world together under one rule. Unfortunately, the New World Order. Yikes. Shout out to Ariel with the $6 super chat.
I mean, we're not gonna get anywhere anyway. I thought it would be
Of course
like.
we're not gonna get anywhere because he's a fucking brick wall that refuses to accept that there could be things that he doesn't understand and that science isn't wrong just because
science
you don't
is
take the time
definitely
to learn
wrong.
about it.
We're not taking your word for it. Your motherfucker's been lying.
You don't have to take my word for it. I'm asking
we're
very
not
simple
fucking with
questions
your
that
lines.
you can't answer.
We
right?
deal with
Down is towards the ground. And
water
you can't
always
wrap your head
finds its
around.
level. Water must have a container. It cannot
what's
stick to
rain?
the
Where's the
outside of
container
a
on
fucking
rain?
ball, you fucking asshole.
Where's the container on rain, dumbass?
Water must always have a container.
Have you seen water?
What about water vapor?
It
floats around. in
there's
little
no
blobs.
fucking international space station.
Okay, then how do they make
in
water
outer
fucking
space
float?
and
Did
all
they
this?
What?
Have you seen water in the International Space Station?
It
floats around. in
there's
little
no
blobs.
fucking international space station.
Okay, then how do they make
in
water
outer
fucking
space
float?
and
When does crack, now, so the cocaine's happening, when does that crack come into play?
Wait, they're making that up too?
all
Did they
this
put
fucking
wires on the water,
bullshit.
moron? Did they make,
Get
did
the
they put
fuck out of
wires on
here.
the
There ain't no
water? Make it
satellites
float
and
that
all this.
way?
Thousands of satellites. That's all some bullshit. Yo, bro.
Everything is fake
For real,
because
like,
I don't
seriously,
like it.
like,
And it hurts my feelings.
No, it's not that, Dave. It's not that. It's everything is fake because I do not have the capacity to understand it. That's what I believe is going on here. I think Lord Jamar just doesn't understand a lot of things. I think he needs a basic education in a lot of fields. He lacks fundamental understanding, and that's why he's questioning everything. He literally doesn't understand anything. When you're that devoid of knowledge, the gap becomes too vast for somebody to communicate effectively why you're stupid and why you don't get something. It's like you really need to go through a line of education, and we got to stop at points and be like, do you understand this for certain? Do you understand this conceptually if your eyes and your basic senses don't understand this? Okay, now we can move on to the next segment. Because we're talking about flat earth and we didn't even get into anything serious. How do we even coordinate on this flat earth now? The biggest struggle when it comes to mapping coordinates on the map is the fact that it is a round ball. So we have to do this, it's a oblate spheroid. So we have to do all sorts of projections to scale what the hell we're looking at because it's not on a flat plane. That's why we have the Mercator projection where Africa is misrepresented on the map and looks way smaller than it actually is. Things are represented smaller at the equator because we have to fit it to shape a map that's flat. There's so much difficulties we deal with navigating the globe as it is. Why would we come up with this dramatic lie? It just doesn't even make sense. And everybody's in on it. Everybody's understanding is in on it. It just does. I don't understand where Lord Jamar's disconnect is.
Who's the guest that you want? Because you know what I mean. Y'all can stay on with him.
I mean,
if you want
guys,
to, it's up to you.
I don't study this stuff like you guys.
Y'all want to stay on with him?
You
want to stay on with him?
No, I invited you here. So
what then?
You paid a couple tolls.
All right, so then
that's expensive.
I'm done with him.
All right, are we done?
Like, yeah.
All right.
Like, get him the fuck out.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Yo,
wow.
See,
Woo.
bro,
that was. Wait, hold on.
Pretty good stuff, huh? I thought you'd like it. Apparently Eminem crapped all over Jamar in a diss track once. I've never heard it, but I'd like to submit this exchange as one of the 2 most humiliating experiences of Jamar's life. Who knows, maybe he'll do some deep introspection and decide to get his act together. I'm just kidding. I'll see you next time.
To be honest, I think this was the worst. There was nothing more embarrassing than this. There was literally nothing more embarrassing than this. This just shows how devoid of information and knowledge you actually are as you sit up on these platforms and try to educate folks, being that superior that you are. It just does. This is such a bad look. There were so many points that were bad. The fact that he didn't know that one rotation of the Earth equals a day. He didn't understand that. That was pretty bad. That was pretty damn egregious. The vacuum of space, thinking it was an actual vacuum cleaner. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Just a lot of basic understanding missing there. Very bad. Yeah, but when it comes to this part, we said Lord Jamar dumped Vlad, who gave him a platform. Vlad was disrespectful. Vlad still didn't apologize for anything. Vlad looked at them like they were peons. Lord Jamar and Godfrey, he didn't respect them. He shows a level of respect and grace for other people that you do not see, that's absent in the interactions with Lord Jamar and Godfrey. I understand Lord Jamar and Godfrey completely parting ways with that. I'm not going to change my perspective because I hear his perspective on flat earth. I already knew he was a flat earther. I just didn't know the details and why he thought the way he thought and how devoid of information he actually was. I didn't know it was this bad. He was so confident talking about, oh, I'm going to debate people. I'm like, maybe he has a different understanding and he has some insight that can actually be, because that's how they get flat earthers. Like the Eric Dubé, they work out equations that pretty much, you ever do like basic math where there's many ways to get to 8. There's 5 plus 3, there's 6 plus 2, there's 7 plus 1, there's 4 plus 4. There's many different ways to get to 8. The way Eric Dubé in those videos and those flat earth videos describe things, they do the math with the earth in relation to the sun and the moon, and they do the math where it makes sense. It makes it compelling. It's like a different variant of it being 93 million miles away and still working. But there's a lot of flaws in it. There's a lot of flaws in the flat earth stuff. And someone like Dave the scientist looked into what they're saying. So he understands that they don't understand seasons and they can't really give you a reason for a season. They don't understand different climates. They don't really know how to describe a different climate, an arid climate from a temperate climate to a desert climate to a tropical climate. They don't know how those things come into existence with a flat planet. It's very easy with a round planet. Why don't hurricanes cross the equator? You can't explain that on a flat planet. With a round planet, you can easily show how the planet works, and at the equator, you know, I'm not even going to get into this. It's going to be very hard to display this. I'll probably just do a video. It's probably easier to actually draw out how the hurricane loses momentum as it travels north to the equator and loses. Yeah, that's a separate breakdown, y'all. I'm just going to sound stupid trying to break it down off the head.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Shout out to Ariel CH with the $11 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Ariel C says, my nephew, 7 years old at the time, saw me watching an FE debate. He couldn't believe people believed FE. Then proceeded to explain why FE is not possible with observable facts kids understand, but grown people. Hey. Shout out to Jay the Informant with that $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Sorry, chat. Jay the Informant says Harris plus president equals 4-year extended recession. Now,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know when we got into a Republican versus Democrat debate, but listen, the Democrats already lost. Harris already lost, bruh. It's already over for her. Biden held on to the ball for too long, pause. Left Harris with a short campaign, a losing campaign in the first place. The liberals went too far left in the first place. People did not trust them with the economy. But as we hear Donald Trump's plans, to me, they sound horrible. I thought that Donald Trump would probably be the best direction for the country because he seems America first. But as it pertains to the rest of the globe and his foreign relations, he's flubbing all of them. He's saying some of the dumbest things humanly possible for a president. Like, it is a disgrace to politics everywhere, to politicians everywhere, how Donald Trump has been. You know what? I'm not even going to get on these campaigns. I'm gonna sound like a super liberal going off on Donald Trump. But Donald Trump crossed certain lines with our country, with my country specifically. So I'm like, man, you need to have several seats, Don. Several seats, nigga. Yikes. Yo, we have a lot of material to react to, chat. I don't even know what that's in reference to. Sometimes when you get up on these platforms and you talk too long, you just lose complete direction. You lose steam, and you're like, yo, what the fuck was I even talking about? What was the last point I made? Where the hell am I going?
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Get up here and sounding like Lord Jamar, just speaking to speak. That's what happens. When you speak to speak, you just say stupid shit. I know I just said something stupid. I felt it, and I don't even remember what I just said.
Oh!
Yikes. Yikes, chat. Yeah, man. We're definitely going to speak about some things, especially Tariq Nasheed. Yo, chat, I'm going to piss off a lot of FBA people. Not purposely. I'm not coming for the FBA. I'm not being divisive. I'm not doing that. But I'm going to piss off a lot of folks when I call out Tariq Nasheed for his high level of idiocy, because he's practicing, he's doing the same things Lord Jamar's doing. And I'm like, man, come on, man. You could defeat a Tariq Nasheed grift by just simply opening a textbook. It's that easy. And for the past few days, I wanted to stream more, but I'm like, you know what? I need to read more, because that last stream I did, the division between Africa and the diaspora, it's not that I got things wrong. I left out a lot of things. I reviewed it. I'm like, yeah, everything I said was factual and accurate, but I left out too many things and too many details that did not make my thought complete, and I was very pissed off. So I went back and I sharpened up on some of my things. I read a few books. I read some articles. Wait, we got a caller in the back. Oh, we got Jay the Informant. I'll bring you up soon. I'm just going to read the super chat real quick. Shout out to Anti-Gravity 74 with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Anti-Gravity 74 says you shouldn't argue with a flat earther, but if you do, all you got to ask them is for the math to prove them right. The convo will end there. That's the problem. Eric Dubé worked out an equation that's pretty salient, and it damn near works. It just falls apart when you add in certain things, when you add in certain elements. But the math works when it comes to the sun, the moon, the things that they did. It worked. He made it work, or he made it sound feasible at least. Now, let me not say it works. He made it sound feasible. Now we have Jay the Informant calling in. Let me bring up Jay the Informant. Shout out to Jay the Informant. I'm going to bring you up. You ready? I'll bring you up. Okay, we got Jay the Informant on the line. Let me unmute you.
We're coming through clear?
Was that? You're on
what's
live.
up, man?
What up, bro?
Yeah.
What you got on the topic,
Am I coming through clear?
Yeah, you coming through.
I think it's got to be a delay somewhere. Hold on, let me see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think the delay is
I
on.
can hear you on this end, so I gotta I'm gonna have to hang up, dude, because I can't hear you on this end.
Ah, fuck.
For some odd reason.
All right, cool. I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna have to start using Restream. BDO's been messing up like a motherfucker recently. I might have to use the Restream, or use I don't want to use StreamYards, because who's paying for that shit? Ain't nobody paying for that.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
We can do easier call-in shows if y'all pay for the StreamYards.
Manipulation.
But I ain't paying for that.
Nigga, please.
I remember when I first came into a talk space on the internet, on YouTube, and folks started seeing me. They're like, yo, get the StreamYards, get the StreamYards, get the StreamYards. And I battled that shit to death, and I'm like, hell nah. And I know exactly why folks, they wanted to integrate me into a dusty realm of the underworld YouTube space where everybody's just StreamYardsing and there's no actual quality of content, and everybody just gets on panels and talks their nonsense. They wanted to bring me into that field, and I was like, hell the fuck nah. Oh shit, yo, my bad, Jay the Informant. I fucked up my camera, and I fucked up the link when you called. I kind of shut it down. We're gonna have to do that next episode, but we got more to react to tonight. So luckily for you, if you want to call in, you want to discuss some shit, we got some shit to discuss. Let me just read a 1-2 comment. I saw the Lord Jamar debate. He's an idiot, and I hope people don't associate his dumbass with FBA cause. He is an FBA supporter. He's also a 5%er. Jeez.
manipulation.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up the show. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that dropped a super chat. Is there any flat earthers in the chat? Is there any flat earthers? I remember last time somebody's like proved the world that it was flat on air, and my dumbass in that moment could not just give y'all an example to prove that the world was not flat. I was like, it didn't register. But nonetheless, we're gonna wrap this up. We out. Yeah.